So we get the Evelyn and Jennifer reunion this episode. Let's see if it's really worth the hype. Let's get into this review. Oh, so this is why Jennifer is back on the show. Mother got a clothing line to hawk. Smart. I do it too. That's why I said never come on these reality TV shows if you don't have anything to promote. Smart, Jennifer. I'm rocking with you. And actually, that red dress was cute. I feel like I've seen it before, though. Still cute. And, seeing Jen talk about Evelyn is so weird. Like, I could never even reconsider being friends with someone who tried to assault me. The only thing that stopped them was security, and then they got one of their good friends to assault me. Like, I don't even understand how she's talking about a friendship. I feel like maybe she's doing this for this show. I don't really think that they have anything real, because how can you come back from something like that? Also, this Evelyn and Jennifer reunion is just so damn late. It's like this generation of VH1 viewers doesn't really know about the beef that they had. I feel like it's just taking way too long for them to come together and have this reunion. Maybe if it was 3 years ago, maybe we would have been interested, but I'm like, it's 5 going on 6 years and we don't care anymore. Like, it's such a lackluster event to build up to. Like, I was actually excited to see what was going to happen, but as we get more into this episode, I'm just like, I could do without it. And you know what? I noticed that all the light-skinned people on this show are hella tanned. I'm thinking that they probably did these confessionals after they went on like one of their like contractual girls trips. So I think that's what's happening, because Tammy is really red and orange, and so is Evelyn. And I'm just like, oh, y'all had a little girls trip. I can't wait for that one, because I feel like on all these reality TV shows focused on women, the girls trip is always the funnest and messiest, and I'm really looking forward to that with this cast. The fact that Evelyn is really trying to milk this thing with Jackie calling her daughter a build-a-whore and all of this stuff. First of all, she didn't call your daughter a build-a-whore. What happened was Jackie was saying, what if I said something about your daughter that people were saying on the streets, calling her a build-a-whore? Jackie saying the comment was messy and petty. I will give you that. But she didn't call your daughter a build-a-whore. She was saying that this was gossip that was being spread about your daughter. And what if she said that to you to try to explain in a messy, tacky, Jackie Christie way how she was feeling with you, Evelyn, in her business, taking gossips about her daughter and referring it back to her. Like, I am Team Tammy on this, because Tammy was just like, you guys are both wrong, because Evelyn was doing the same thing to Jackie. If anything, she started it, calling her a bad mother, calling her a bad grandmother, like saying all these insults to Jackie and bringing her child into it. And then everybody is trying to act all weird, like, why would you bring children into it? And I'm just like, because Evelyn did. So how are you defending Evelyn's actions when she was the one who started all of this? Because in the beginning, when they had an issue, they met and they squashed it. Evelyn out of nowhere, all of a sudden, gets upset with Jackie again. And I feel like it was probably calculated, but it went too far, because she didn't expect Jackie to buck back. So now she's in this dilemma with Jackie that she's really getting hurt and affected by the things that she's saying. But like, Ma, you created this situation because your beef with Jackie was dead. You brought it back to light for no apparent reason than to maybe have some kind of storyline, but you got burnt with this calculated storyline that you tried to do, and now you don't know how to get out of it because you're really getting affected, and Jackie is taking you to a place that you moved away from. This is all you, Evelyn. I can't get mad at Jackie. I really can't, because you brought this on yourself by bringing up the beef again and then insulting her about her parenting. You can never come at a parent about their child. Just how you react when Jackie says something about your daughter, she acts the same way when you say something about her daughter and grandchild, who is like putting all her business out on Instagram for whatever opportunistic reason. Like, I don't know. I can't believe that I'm agreeing with Jackie, but I just don't think that she was fully wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I think the both of them were wrong, and they need to take equal responsibility for this fiasco. But I honestly feel like Evelyn started up on something that was dead. Also so awkward how Shanice is the parent to Evelyn. Like, she always gives her the best advice, always calms her down. Like, she is such an adult in this situation. And Evelyn is always like that rambunctious child, but Shanice is the one that's just like, no, let's talk about it. I don't really think she meant that. And to be honest, although Evelyn is, you know, wild and can get very hood, she did a great job with her daughter, because her daughter is very wise. Her daughter she holds herself so well. And that is a testament to Evelyn and how she has raised her. She did a really good job with her daughter. I am very impressed with how Shanice is handling herself. Considering how you see her mother, like you would think that she would be on tables trying to assault people, but she has a good head on her shoulders. So Shawnee has this sit down with Jen, and I honestly hate how she is trying to convince her to patch things up with Evelyn and trying to sell Evelyn as a changed person to Jen. She tormented her for 2 freaking seasons. That is trauma. Jen is not a violent person. So to put her in a space with somebody that she loved, that she shared a very, close friendship with, to have that person flip the script on them and torment them and like get someone to assault them. Like, I don't think that anybody is looking at Jen's side here. I feel like she's trying to push this reunion because she thinks it'll be great TV. She's an EP. I totally understand, but I'm just like, man, you're trying to get this girl essentially to make up with her abuser. You know what I mean? Trying to get her to get over what the bully did to her, and it's not fair. Like, I think that Jen is right in her feelings. I think that she probably needed more time and more distance, but again, she needed to get back on this show because she has something to promote, so this is the way to do it. So if you're going to use it and you're going to finesse it and you're going to floss, then floss, Jen. But I just really hate how, not just Shawnee, but a lot of people on this show are trying to get Jen to bury the hatchet with somebody who tormented her for 2 years. Y'all crazy. So Tammy in this comedy show, let me tell you something. There's a difference between joking and just being mean. Now, there are some things that Tammy said that was like fun roasting things. Like, that's what I do. Like, I do comedy. Tammy was just throwing out insults to her castmates. And I'm like, how do you think this is going to land? Because I felt like everything that she was doing was very calculated. Because she was only coming at people that she knew Shawnee didn't really like, because she never said anything about Shawnee. Like, she's not going to bite the hand that feeds her because she don't want to get, that's all. Thank you for your services. So she was very smart about that. But it was just like, you have to film with these girls again, and you're going to expect them not to feel some sort of way when you are calling them idiots. Like, how do you think Malaysia is going to feel? You know, Jackie has a big mouth, and that is going to get back to her. Even though she says she's not going to say nothing, trust and believe, Jackie can't hold water. So Malaysia's going to hear that again. And it's just, I don't know. Like, you can be funny and you don't really have to insult people. You can roast in a, like, that's why there's roasting, right? Roasting is not like insulting somebody comedically. Roasting is just taking something from that person's life and making an obvious joke about it, like a joke that we can all zero in on. But to like call her, I don't know. I just felt like Tammy was just insulting people and thinking that it was funny and thinking that people were laughing with her when really they were just shocked and it was nervous and uncomfortable laughter. That's not comedy. That's just being mean. Gosh, and here Shawnee goes with this woman empowerment whatever thing that she's doing. And I'm telling you, every time Shawnee or any woman on VH1 says woman empowerment, a feminist dies, because they are the total opposite of women empowerment. This show is not even woman empowerment. This show is, listen, it's a ratchet entertainment show. That's what it should be. But to sit up there and like do these calculated and nasty things to other cast members and then say, I'm doing a woman's empowerment event. Do you guys want to come? And then like shade Malaysia in the invite. I'm team Malaysia, because she was just like, I'm going to be out of town. I don't even believe that Malaysia was going to be out of town, but I think that because she didn't like how she was invited, she just made something up on the fly, and I respect that. Like, Shawnee was being petty and shady. Woman's empowerment, please. Spell it. So with this Evelyn and Jen reunion, I'm actually shocked that Jen reached out to Evelyn and it wasn't the other way around. Maybe Evelyn didn't want to make the first move because she was embarrassed because she's knowing that she's going to have to do a bulk of the apologizing. Maybe that's it. But I'm just like, Evelyn should have reached out. Jennifer in no way should have reached out to her. Anyway, they have this lackluster reunion. You know, Evelyn is standing there like looking over at the ocean, and then Jen walks up and they talk, and then Evelyn starts to do those crocodile tears. You know, she reminds me a lot of Tommy, because Evelyn doesn't take responsibility for a lot of the destruction that she causes to other people. She'll make so many excuses and then she'll drop the tears, and people will flock to that because, you know, nobody likes to see anybody cry. But I like that Jen was standing her ground, because even when Evelyn was doing these tears, Jen was like, my mother passed. You know what I mean? I was really, really broken, and it was just really hard to go through something like that and not like have my best friend. They eventually hash it out and make up, and to be honest, it just was like, this is it? Okay, like it wasn't it wasn't, I don't know. I felt like they already made up at some point. You know what I mean? Because none of this felt like it was, like this was them meeting for the first time. You know what I mean? I felt like they already probably buried the hatchet, but wanted to recreate it for the show. That was just my opinion. It didn't really feel like it was a lot of animosity there, or just nervousness from seeing someone that you have history with and things went bad and you hadn't seen them for a long time. Anyway, that's where the episode ends. It was pretty lackluster. Like they were building up this reunion, and then to give us this reunion between Jen and Evelyn, two people that a lot of people just have stopped caring about their beef at this point. It was just lackluster. It wasn't that good of an episode, but next week's episode is going to be really, really good. So I will see you for the following episode of Basketball Wives. Is this LA or is it just Basketball Wives? Whatever. I'll see you for the following episode of Basketball Wives, because we are going to need to talk about that messy woman's empowerment lunch with all them tears and shade going on. So I can't wait to talk to y'all about that. See you then, guys. Bye.